I don't think this is gonna happen, but this is what I would like to happen.
Okay.
I would like to have like audio during the credits of Avengers 4, and something happens when they get back with fucking with the timeline or the alternate reality or whatever the fuck they do to fix this shit. And I would like the audio to be like something over like a radio frequency or like a news broadcast talking about how a genetic mutation has been sprouting up among some people who have returned from the dust.
Oh, so you're saying mutants are going to be caught, like, that's interesting. I think you do run into some problems with that, of course.
Yeah.
The biggest one being Wolverine.
It's not going to be everybody. But
no,
yeah. That I think it would be interesting if they held off on Wolverine, actually. I did have an idea for Wolverine in this scenario.
Ooh, okay.
So the X-Men, the mutants, Professor Xavier is gonna, do his shit. And he's gonna be like, maybe in his like 20s or 30s. And then they could do the whole thing with Magneto. They're gonna have to do some different shit with him, because like he can't be from Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's super different, but it could certainly work.
But then also, you could still have other, like, the mutants who, like, get their powers... Well, like... No, yeah, because Wolverine could still have his bone claws sprout from the mutation.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the adamantium claws, of course, from the mutation.
Yeah, he gets that from a Weapon X program.
Right, but he can get the bone claws, so there's no reason that he couldn't be in it. But yeah, I wasn't really thinking about him being in it at first. Because I feel like they've just focused so much on Wolverine. I honestly would like to see them sprout some mutants up somehow and focus on a couple newer ones.
That's true. I want Wolverine, but I want him to be a side character.
Of course. I do want them to have Wolverine in it, of course, but I don't want them to rush it. He doesn't need to be, like, the star ever, like, maybe not ever again, but definitely not the fucking first time around. I want X-Men, the reboot, to be an ensemble film that if it does focus on one character in particular, definitely does not need to be Wolverine.
Mm. One of the benefits of X-Men that they have is Marvel doesn't have a lot of young blood in it. Do you know what I mean? Most people are... By young blood, I mean the grand majority of the actors are not old, but they're they're closer to middle age or in their late 20s.
Get out of here. Bitch.
Late 20s to middle age is kind of a Marvel superhero, depending on when they jump in. A lot of people are upset that Captain Marvel is younger than most of the others, but it takes place during the 90s, and then maybe genetic not aging or whatever.
Yeah.
Any Mahoo. Fuck, what was I saying?
I don't remember.
Oh, the X-Men could usher in a lot of younger faces. Because isn't X-Men always have, like, don't they usually have, like, some younger members as well as older members?
Yeah, they're kids. It's a school.
Yeah.
Bunch of kids.
I could be an X-Men. Because I'm not young enough to be like a kid at Xavier's school, and I'm not old enough to be like a normal Marvel hero. And that's why the MCU won't cast me. That's the only reason.
That's it.
That's saying I couldn't play younger or older.
I think you could if you tried.
I'm legitimately thinking about
growing up.
Growing up. No, fuck that. Trying like backstage and stuff like that.
Backstage? What's that?
It's a subscription service for allowing you to work with basically it's used for setting up auditions from both sides.
Oh, okay.
So like actors use it, but so do people who are looking for actors.
Gotcha.
And then you can set up like some of them are paying, some of them are not. That's how we got actors for Necromancer.
Gotcha.
It's backstage.
Fuck this stage.
Brock has an account. But yeah, you have to have an account to set up anything on there. I'm seriously considering setting up a subscription account just for
Why do you shun the darkness?
I don't know if it's different based on if you're an actor or not. But it's a great tool for
I know
both
you heard me.
actors and independent
Every word I
filmmakers.
said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is time.
So we haven't actually talked about anything that's actually going on in this game.
What do you mean?
Has anything important happened yet other than Riku just...
Kinda. Riku was floating in like this, I guess you'd call it the realm of nothingness. And there was a mysterious voice, and now you just found out it's Billy Zane, but not Billy Zane anymore.
Handsome Ansem?
Handsome Ansem. And he's back, because we didn't kill him in the last one, because I live in your memories and your dark essence, or something like that.
So is he... He's still technically alive? Or is he...
Kinda.
Or is he just a memory?
He's not a memory from Castle Oblivion per se, but he is a manifestation of Riku's ties to Ansem, I guess, kind
A
of.
weakling like you could even
Yeah.
defeat
So is it Ansem, or is it like a creature born of Ansem and Riku?
For all intents and purposes, it's Ansem.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are weak. You need darkness.
'Cause-
surrender. Bow to darkness.
God, he
It's just Ansem.
he sounds so different. Who is he voiced by? He sounds so familiar.
Richard Epcar. He
Yep,
does,
yep.
you know him?
I know him.
Only the darkness can.
I hear Scorpion in his voice now.
He's also the voice of Bobo Bobo.
You're wrong.
Oh boy. So this is the official voice of Mickey at the time. This was the last time he ever voiced Mickey, and he was dying at the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Mickey sounds fucking drunk in this video game. And it's not the actor's fault. He tried.
You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness.
I got it.
I never realized that the Mickey
I won't lose to darkness.
that I'm familiar with, at least, is not this Mickey.
Really?
You think that
I can tell in his voice that he sounds kind of like an older,
darkness.
No,
like
this
Mickey Mouse
is
cartoons kind of thing.
that is the one that you're used to.
It is?
Yes, like I said, he was dying at the time, so he sounds very different from what he
Yeah, he sounds
usually
a lot.
did.
He sounds lower pitched.
This is the actor that voiced him from like, throughout the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. So like this is the one that you do know.
Well, how do you know the one that I know? That's what I
Okay,
heard.
which one do you know then?
I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot of shit with Mickey in it. It's just like off the side kind of stuff.
All right.
I'm trying to think of the last thing I saw with Mickey in it.
You said you watched that Once Upon a Christmas thing, right? With Mickey?
No,
No?
definitely
Okay.
not.
Must have been someone else.
I'm definitely not. I'm not really a big fan of Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck. Not the main Disney crew I'm not really attached to except for Goofy.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause Goofy's had his own like side adventures and he's always been. The Goofy movie, an extremely Goofy movie. I fucking loved it as a kid. I just never really got into Mickey Mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and that's honestly just I think. I just never did. It just. Never.
I just don't think you were exposed to it. Or were you? Because, I mean, Goofy was a lot more accessible. There was more
Yeah.
Goofy media.
I feel like with
There
Mickey-
honestly hasn't been a lot of Mickey Mouse media.
Mhm.
He's
He's more of an icon than he is.
yeah,
anything else.
he's been in a lot of like shorts that came out a long fucking time ago. And then usually when he does have his own show, it's like,
The kid's really young.
well, that's one. And then there was another one. There was a few of them that were basically, it would be Mickey and then he would be presenting like a bunch of other shorts.
Oh.
And like Mickey would have a plot line that ran in between the shorts,
I'm not running.
but
Give it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll enter the world.
I was a Looney Tune kid.
If I haven't given in to the
I
darkness,
honestly
I was a Mel Blanc fan. I was a
yeah. I honestly did like the rare times that Mickey, Donald, and Goofy were together throughout like the 90s and early 2000s.
It's like
though.
Three Musketeers stuff, right?
Yeah, they do. They work really well as a trio.
What'd you do?
I simply
I honestly fucking love them,
in your heart.
but
You still think
they
that
just,
I rely on darkness?
you know, for Disney's like main characters, they're really ignored and unexplored.
Riku.
Yeah, I think that's kind of partially on purpose. They don't want to give them too much pay because then they start becoming icons.
I really hate that. Like, honestly, if like they announced a 2D animated Mickey, Donald, and Goofy movie, I would be all over that shit. But I don't think they ever will.
The thing is, I think Disney does this, but
Yeah,
I don't think it's 100% true. Because I mean, think of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man, he has multiple kind of versions of him, of course, countless, but he's still an icon. Peter
Yeah.
Parker is an icon.
But
Who's this dude?
All right, so both of these guys are new. The guy on the left is
Got a lower voice than he needs.
Lexius, I think his name is, and then the emo guy with the bangs is Zexian.
Explanation. Nice to see you too, Vexen.
I kind of like his hair. I feel bad that I like his hair. I feel like I shouldn't like his hair.
Used to be the rope that bound us together.
You're only number 6.
Zexian's kind of cool.
Let it go, Vexen.
Lexius is completely forgettable. He's just the strong one.
He's got the brow.
Yeah.
Zexian, tell us. What did you detect?
Visitors.
He feels like a Final Fantasy character.
Who?
Or just the way he looks, Vexian. Zexian.
It's,
Sorry.
you gotta remember it because it's a Z.
Yeah, I got him mixed up with Vexen's name.
You cannot return.
Vexian.
Vexen and
That's
Zexian.
that's their slash fanfic
their slash-
name.
Well, like,
The scent belonged not to the real Maleficent, but to
nothing in this really, like, Kingdom Hearts has kind of a removal from Final Fantasy just because everything looks a little softer and shit.
Yeah.
He looks like a Final Fantasy character, though. Vexen does not look like a Final Fantasy character. He's got way too much forehead. So does he! Jesus Christ, what's with all the 5 heads here?
Sure.
But, like, you know how Sora is, like, he's almost Final Fantasy, but he's, like, kind of soft, too.
Superior.
Like, around the edges and stuff like
They
that.
definitely Disney-fy the Kingdom Hearts characters.
Which is great,
It's true.
actually. I'm
Yeah.
glad that it has its own kind of... It is a mix. It really does feel like
What to do?
neither Disney fully or neither Final Fantasy fully.
Mm-hmm.
It actually feels kind of removed from Final Fantasy completely, almost. You can't really do a crossover with Final Fantasy in general without making it kind of a light crossover, considering that Final Fantasy itself is multiple different worlds.
Something smells.
Did you saw the trailers that we watched for Kingdom Hearts 3,
So familiar.
right?
Yeah.
With the Frozen shit.
Darkness.
Yeah.
It's the smell of
Um,
darkness.
Yeah, like I just think it's really great
Seeped into my skin.
how well it looks up against like Frozen and Tangled, and then it still looks good up against Pirates of the Caribbean. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 2, it definitely fucking looks jarring up against Pirates
Yeah.
of the Caribbean.
No, yeah, I totally agree.
What happened? I can see right through you.
I'm a ghost! I fucking died!
My power to this place.
You didn't stay to help me in the realm of darkness!
Request?
Bless you!
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let go of who you are. You've got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to do.
Maybe I'm not
I
used to
know.
Mickey speaking this much.
But please don't forget.
And this, about such serious shit. It just feels really jarring.
Light?
He does sound lower though. I guess that's just because he
You and
can't
I have seen
push as hard.
the far
He's
world
like-
of light.
You can tell he's straining his voice as opposed to Kingdom Hearts 2, which was recorded like 3 or 4 years prior.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he earned his paycheck.
I'll do my best.
He fucking did.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you.
He sounds different, but he doesn't sound like... The acting's not terrible or anything like that. Like, it's not affecting the actual emotion. It's just making him sound lower.
We are an illusion.
Huh?
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember? We are connected,
What?
you and me.
Also, the dialogue's not helping him. We fucking what with our what? We shook hands with our dicks, remember?
Now let's do it with our memories. And by do it, I mean sex. Haha.